Hello students, okay, this is still 11.1. Now we talk about angles. Angles can be converted to basic angles, right? Now, why would we convert angles to basic angles? Because we are supposed to know some sine, cos, tan value of basic angles, which are really acute angles, right? Angles between 0 to 90 degrees, right? So we need to know how to convert angles, negative angles, very big angles values to basic angles. Now, basic angles is just the magnitude, right? It's always positive, and we always measure it, right, from the x-axis, right? Negative or positive, right? We always measure from the x-axis. And if it's positive angle, we would measure anti-clockwise. And if it's a negative angle, we would measure clockwise. Now, we look at some examples. Okay, before you do question 1, find the basic angles, which are basically acute angles. That means they will be, the value will be 0 to 90 degree of the following angles, right? So we have to convert all of this into basic angles. You can see all these angles are more than 90. So we're going to convert it to less than 90, right? Okay, so let's look at A, the first one. Let's say we do a simple axis like this. And it's 260 is a positive angle, so it's anti-clockwise. Okay, so you must know the main points, right? Like here would be 90 degree, here would be 180 degree, and here would be 270 degree, right? So where is 240? So it should be here. This one is 240, right? Because if it's here it's 180, so somewhere in between 180 and 270. Now, the basic angle would be measure from x-axis, right? That's what we learned. So basic angle would be here, right? They use the symbol theta, so we just put a theta like this. So how do I find theta? So up until here is 240. So I would minus here, this point here would be 180, right? And that would give me 60. So theta is basically 60 degree, right? And as you can see, I'm moving anti-clockwise because it's a positive angle, right? So the basic angle is 60 degree, right? Now for B, do the same. You have an axis. Now this time is a negative angle, so you move clockwise from the positive axis, positive x-axis. Okay, you move anti-clockwise. So it's 70 degree is less than 90, so it's roughly here. So this is basically 70 degree, right? And our basic angle again is measured, right, from the terminal side to the x-axis. So it's also 70 degree, right? So my theta or basic angle is 70 degree, right? And remember, basic angle is a magnitude. There's no positive or negative. Then C would be positive, so I'm moving anti-clockwise, and this is a very big angle, 490, so it would have one circle, one complete circle, 360. Okay, so we just minus off 360. Okay, that would give me 130, right? So 130, you start from the positive x-axis again. Here is 180, so it should be somewhere here, right? So basically it make one circle, and then in the second circle it move until here. So where is our basic angle? Is this angle, right? Again, measure to the x-axis. Okay, so this is our theta. So how do I get theta? So until here, this is about 130. This is 180. So if I use 180 minus 130, I'll get 50 degree. So my theta is basically 50 degree, right? Okay, the last one. Last one, they give the angle in radian. Okay, if you see pi like this, that means the angle is in radian, right? So you need to check your main points, how much is the angle in radian, right? Like here, this one would be basically 0 radian. 180 is pi radian, so up until here, this is pi radian. And that means because these are in quarters, right? So this is like half. So here would be pi over 2 radian, right? And these are all equally divided in quarters. So every time you move 90 degree, you add pi over 2. Here you add pi over 2, which is basically 1. And you add another pi over 2, which is basically 3 pi over 2. Right? And if you add another pi over 2, will be 4 pi over 2, which is basically 2 pi, which is 360 degree. Right? So where is 2 pi over 3? Right? So it is definitely smaller than pi. Right? It's smaller than pi, but it is more than pi over 2. Right? It's more than pi over 2, because if you make it the same denominator, right? This will be 3 over 6, and this is 4 over 6. So this is definitely bigger than pi over 2. So the line is here. And it's a positive angle. So again, you start from positive x-axis until here. So this is our 2 pi over 3 angle in radian, which means our basic angle is from this terminal side to the x-axis, right? And how do I get this? So up until here is pi, so I would take pi and minus 2 pi over 3. 3 pi over 3 minus 2 pi over 3 will give me pi over 3. So basically my theta is pi over 3 radian.